Chile, the experience at the southern edge of the world that invites you to create a better future together. Chile, creating future.
We are Chile. For us, each day is an adventure. The adventure of learning, the adventure of growing, of harnessing new talent. We are a young country, but one that has come a long way. It has not always been easy. Our character has been forged by challenges, and we're proud of what we have built together. You know us. You know what we're talking about. We're talking about confidence and the future we're building today. We're talking about strength, transparency, and a country with a vision of international integration, with you as a partner. An ideal partnership for your project to thrive. With talent, with creativity, with leadership. We are Chile, the platform in Latin America for global business. Let us make your next project happen.
¿Qué nos hace volar? ¿Qué hace que empecemos cada día con energía y pasión? Nos moviliza Chile y su gente. De norte a sur, de mar a cordillera, aterrizando en territorio insular y haciendo patria en las profundidades de la Antártica. 12.000 mujeres.
Se solicita a los asistentes tomar asiento en sus ubicaciones y apagar o poner en silencio sus teléfonos celulares. Muchas gracias. Se solicita a los asistentes tomar asiento en sus ubicaciones y apagar o poner en silencio sus teléfonos celulares. Muchas gracias. Hace ingreso la señora Ministra de Defensa Nacional, Maya Fernández Allende.
Minister of Defense Maya Fernández Allende enters the room accompanied by Air General Hugo Rodrigo González and the President of Fidae 2024, Aviation General Máximo Venegas.
Los invitamos a tomar asiento.
Please, I will invite you all to have a seat. Up next, the President of Fidae 2024, Aviator General Máximo Ariano will give the initial discourse. Minister of National Defense, Maya Fernández Allende, National Fiscal of Public Ministry, Mr. Minister of National Defense of Brazil Republic, José Mucio Monteira, ladies and gentlemen, ambassadors and members of the accredited corps in Chile, Mr. General of the Minister of National Army, Almirant of the also Air General Hugo González, honorables parliamentaries, misters and ladies of the armed forces, of the foreign air forces, officers of the Order and Public Defense Generals, and members of the civil organizations, national and international, officers of the Air Forces, of Order and Public Safety, special invitees, ladies and gentlemen. The great motor of change is technology impulsed by unity. These words by Toffler inspired the work of the Chilean Air Forces that every 2 years present the International Air and Space Fair. That's one of the main challenges that this institution assumes, given the magnitude of such an event, where the technological vector is its main actor or factor. 4 years ago, because of the 50th anniversary of the Chilean Air Force, the high command of that time, they decided to do the first international air and space fair. In the 80s, this exposition became one of the main events for the national and international aeronautical field, and it had the main purposes of impulsing the national industry and also creating a bigger consciousness about the Chilean airfield. Every year, every 2 years, we receive people from all over the world who show their most modern portfolio on this area, and given the exponential increase of technology and development of technology, we changed the name to Fidae, given the spatial development that are also a motor of technology. There have been more varied areas such as aeronautical maintenance, portuary services, security, etc. All of them relevant factors for the development of society. In this path of progress, the current version of Fidae 2024 will use 15,000 square meters, in which federations of national and international organizations and industries will gather and show their development. And we also include the people that will visit our exhibition, which is a big number in the international panorama. This invites us or motivates us, encourages us to keep working on this area because of its importance. We know that the expositors from all the areas will be happy to show their products and services, and will be able to exchange knowledges and experiences in the main aerospace defense and security event in Latin America. The personnel that take part or that are part of the National Air Force will give you a personalized experience and will facilitate your work, making your experience here one of the best. As it is tradition, Fidae has a direct effect in the city of Santiago and the neighboring settlements. It is very important for the tourism area and transport, telecommunications, gastronomy, air traffic, among others. The knowledge exchange, it is possible or allowed by the conferences that are programmed. For example, the third edition of the Space Summit that will contemplate more than 18 themes related to air development, spatial development, and also the 9th Congress of medical, aerospatial elements that has to do with medicine, which is relevant given the context of the COVID-19 pandemic, and which allowed for the saving the lives of hundreds of lives. Also, the members of the international Italo-Latin American organization, and also there will be a new version of the Latin American Week of remote sensing that will develop or will showcase new advancements in teledetection. And in parallel, we will also have the meeting of logistic commanders of the region. In the meantime, the civil aeronautical members will discuss along with civil participants of the same airfield area. We will also have the Doctor of Psychology and Neuroscience of the University of Miami, Dr. Amichiyai, who will discuss the concentration of the importance of mental health in the aerospace field. And we also have a talk about Mr. Edward Elner, who will discuss we also discuss something similar. Fidae is a big apportation to the national development. For example, the Aerospace National Program that reactivates the national industry. There's also the building of a new training facility that will help the future pilots, and in this same context, civil aeronautical there will be we will use green technology, and we will reduce CO2 emissions in aviation. During these days, we will be able to increase our knowledge in these matters. We will be able to listen to very interesting talks, and we will also be able to see the F-22 Raptor of the U.S. Air Forces. I would like to also thank the people, thousands of people that visit this showcase every 2 years, and that encourages us to organize a fair that lives up to your expectations. We are very glad that people are interested in the Air Forces, so that they can get to know the opportunities offered by it. In the name of the Chief Commander-in-Chief, Hugo Rodriguez Gonzalez, who leads all the women and men that integrate the Chilean Air Force, we thank the presence of the Minister of National Defense, Maya Fernandez, as well as ministers of brothers and sister countries. We also like to thank the presence of the members of the companies that come to the fair and that are a fundamental part of this showcase, and also the people from the Slovak who are taking part of this fair for the first time. This is one of the most important fairs in Latin America and one of the oldest in Latin America. And we thank you all for being here. This is one of the activities performed by the National Chilean Air Force, aiming to the future. We welcome you all to Fidae 2024, where you will find endless opportunities. Thank you so much.
Corte de cinta. Invitamos a la señora ministra de Defensa Nacional.
So we invite our Ministry of National Defense, Mrs. Maya Fernandez, Mrs. Hugo Gonzalez, Chief Commander Máximo Venegas, Aviation General, Coronel of Aviation Igazo Varesa Muñoz, to come forward to just begin with the ceremony.
Con el corte de cinta se da por
And now we begin with the 23rd version of the International Air and Space Fair Fidae 2024.
Himno de la Fuerza Aérea de Chile. Se invita a todos los presentes a...
Now we invite you to listen to the Chilean Air Force hymn or anthem.
Con la entonación del himno
After our comrades' anthem, we finished the opening of this 23rd International Air and Space Fair, Fidae 2024. So we invite Mrs. Minister of National Defense, Mrs. Maya Fernandez, Mr. Hugo Gonzalez, Chief Commander, Mrs. Máximo Venegas, Aviation General, Mrs. Ignacio Baeza Muñoz, to come and take the official picture of Fidae 2024.
se agradece a todos los presentes.
We thank you all for your attendance in the opening ceremony, and now we invite you to enjoy of this International Air and Space Fair, Fidae 2024.
Take a look at Chile, at what we have going on here. From our amazing landscapes, today we are telling you about us.